This is my dream journal from the night of December 27th, 2023. It was dark. So dark, we could barely see the trees at the edge of the small clearing, and it was getting darker. We'd done our best to make a fire, but it was quickly dying out. The others scurried about, searching for wood and kindling, while I tapped into the coals to try and keep them alive. Standing over the ring of stones, both palms flat to the fire, I kept my gaze locked on the soft orange glow at its heart, willing it growth. Through each core point on my palms, I could feel the vibration of the hearth slowing, becoming stiller and colder. Following our connecting strand of vibration backwards, I fed energy along it, trying to elevate the vibration, speeding it up once more to generate heat. But the darkness was persistent, chilling the fire quiet. Although my fellows flung in twigs and leaves and I coaxed the heat to crawl up and crisp the scraps, the flames continued to fade. It took a surprising amount of focus to maintain this simple glimmer, which intensified when new fuel was added and I pressed forth a new surge of energy. But then it would settle back down into gloom. I felt like I was trying to pull the vibration back up to a self-sustaining level, but I was feeding it so much of my energy for a bare minimum, it was exhausting. Every time I got the vibe up somewhat, it would quickly slip away like trying to catch water with my fingers. Even so, I was as determined as the darkness, and I did not give up or sever the connection. Or at least, I didn't until we heard the ominous rumbling of a motor approaching from over the trees. The clouds were thick enough and the ship far enough that we could not make out the vessel's outline, only the flashing of many multicolored lights. What was clear, however, was the streak of a missile launched towards our position. Dropping my arms, I forgot the fire to focus on this new threat. Despite the panic of my companions, I felt calm, for I knew I could protect us, and I was not afraid. I was somewhat concerned that I would be as successful as I had been with the fire, but I also knew that I could always do what would need to be done. I waited until the shell was right above us. Then I threw up my left forearm, fist closed, fingers facing inwards towards my face, and a shield bubble burst forth to encompass us. I've made shields before, but this one took my breath away, and we all stood staring up at it, agape. Usually my shields appear more sheer and are a translucent, electric, multicolored silver ripple. This one, however, was a rich gold and shimmered like the heat of the sun. Still synchronized to the bubble, I could feel a rich hum of life energy as the surface of the shield throbbed like mingled breaths. The rainbow was still there, rolling along the edge of the ripples that crisscrossed in every direction. Gilded circles bloomed from nothing and expanded, casting out colorful rings to cascade into the wake of other orbs. It was exquisite, and I was amazed that I'd created something so beautiful. The once shadowy sky was now alive with pulsing golden light, which sheltered us from any ill wishes beyond. The impending darkness at the start of this dream made me think that I must be caught between the two sides of reality, and each time I pushed for light, I clung tighter to this dreamscape. This new shield really was gorgeous, and I was pleasantly surprised by the upgrade. I wondered if the change in strength and color was to do with my failure of the fire. Perhaps all the energy I thought I'd been directing to spark a flame had actually been flowing incorrectly, and it had been stored to then be released via the shield. Cool. I feel like this is kind of an interesting lesson about putting your energy where it's effective. I thought that I needed to be focusing on this little fire. There's actually a way bigger issue at hand, like the missiles falling on our heads. There's a lot of that happening in the world right now, so it's funny that I opened this up today.